Hi, Jex Russell here. It's a beautiful day, and that's why I'm in here making a video for you guys. You're welcome. Vinyl community, it's your buddy Jex, and I know it's been a while since my last update of any kind, vinyl, CD, what have you. And the reason being, I just haven't bought that much stuff lately. Don't have much to show off. But I figured, the least I can do is show you the little bit of stuff that I did get. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Stay tuned. Howdy, folks. Jex Russell here, and yeah, like I just explained in that intro there, as far as music goes, I haven't been buying that much stuff, simply because, funds. The funds just haven't been there. I don't have that much money to spend right now, but, every now and then, if I find like $1 CD or $2 CDs, I'll buy them, and I've been getting some gifts here and there too, so I thought I can at least show those off. I might not have that much stuff to show, but I can show those off, and I have a little project in the works too. As many of you know, I've been volunteering at a radio station, and this radio station here has shelves upon shelves upon shelves of CDs, and the stuff I've been finding there is incredible. So I've gotten permission to bring a few home every week and listen to them just to get inspired for the show, and they're actually in talks of selling the collection. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been bringing some home every week and holding on to the ones that I intend to buy. Not stealing. I'm holding on to them because I want to buy them. So right now I'm waiting for a price, and hopefully the price is going to be in my range so that I can purchase them. I got like 30 CDs from the station that I want to buy and that I'm holding on to. And I could have had a lot more. Every now and then I'm like, oh, I want to buy this one, but I want to buy this one too. So I really had to pick and choose, and I can't wait for them to officially be mine so I can make a video and show off. I have a few of them right here just to give you a little example. You might be getting some glare. It's Tesla, Great Radio Controversy, Sabotage, Gutter Ballet. And these don't look that bad, but most of them have like CKUM in big black marker on them. So when they're officially mine, I'm gonna replace all the cases. So it's gonna be a little pricey project, but can't wait to share it with you guys. But enough of that. Let's get into the stuff that I've actually gotten. Let's start with some vinyl. This first record was purchased at Matt's Media Outlet, and I was actually torn. I had two records in my hands that day, but Classic Scenario, I could only afford one, so I really had to choose wisely. So at the end of the day, I went with this one. The other one I wanted to get was German thrash metal band Rage with their Ring of Fear album, but I didn't end up getting that one. But Blah bought it, so at least I know it's in good hands. But I went with this one here. This is Laz Rocket with Know Your Enemy, and this is from 1987 on Enigma Records, and straight up thrash metal, great stuff. I had heard about Laz Rocket here in the vinyl community, never really took the time to listen to them, and I listened to this, and it's incredible. It's incredible. I love it. The only downfall is that I had taken a look at it in the store, and you look at the record, you make sure it's not scratched, and then you think you're good until you get home and you realize it's warped. There is a little bit of a warp to this. I could see it kind of, wobbling when it was on the table. It still sounded great. It still played great, but it's still like, how did I miss that? Sometimes you're so excited, you're looking for scratches, and you're like, you're good. And also sometimes the lighting in the store, it's hard to tell, right? Because warps sometimes, they're sneaky. But yeah, a little warp, but you know what? Whatever. I'm happy I got this one. Laz Rocket, Know Your Enemy. From that same trip, over at Matt's Media Outlet, I saw this one. And I didn't know what it was, but I was really drawn to the cover. And I asked Matt if he would put it on the table so we could listen to it, and he did. And I was kind of like, this is pretty good. And it's Boss, band from Australia, and this is their album from 1984 called Step On It. And from what I've researched, this is their only full-length album. They don't have any other albums. And it's some great stuff. It's straightforward hard rock. kind of on the generic side, but still enjoyable. Matt actually, how did he describe it? We had it on and he was like, this kind of sounds like Helix, but less bad. I'm like, all right, I kind of like Helix, but yeah, it was kind of a good comparison. They have quite the Helix sound. So if you're into that, 80s party time hard rock, then Boss is for you. And these next two, these were actually a gift from Pla. I have to explain. This is a band that he knows I love, and their records aren't easy to find at all. They're pretty rare, so he found these and he bought them. And the deal was that he'll hold on to them until I had the money to pay him back. And he held on to them for probably about a year, if not more. And I had all the intention in the world to pay him back. It wasn't happening. I was still in college at the time too. And then one day, this was just maybe last month or so, he comes over with a bag with the records in them, and he goes, "Here you go, man. Happy birthday." Even though this was like 5 months after my birthday, but he was like, "Here you go, man. Don't worry about paying me back. I know how much you want these, and they're yours." So that's just an example of what a great friend Pla is. And he even said these words: "Isn't it great having a rich friend?" It really is. So here we go. And this is a band I've talked about many times. So I'll try not to say stuff I've already said, but it's Teenage Head. Great Canadian band from Hamilton, Ontario. Garage rock with punk edge. I love these guys. I've had this on CD for years, since 2006. And I don't think I had ever had a vinyl copy in my hands. That's how hard it is to come by. And when you find it online, it's pretty pricey. So Pla found a copy out in the wild for relatively cheap. And he got it for me. So thank you so much, Pla. And yeah, this is great. I actually have a whole video where I just talk about Teenage Head and my collection of theirs. So this is a great add to the collection. Has the original inner sleeve. Oh, I don't think I even looked at this. But yeah, I didn't listen to the record yet. I've heard this album hundreds of times, but I haven't spun the record yet, which I am looking forward to doing. And let's go into the next one. So the second one that he gave me, still in the same vein. This one's still in the shrink, so hopefully you're not getting too much of a glare. This is Teenage Head, Trouble in the Jungle from 1986. As you can see, like I said, still in the shrink wrap, open on the side. Yeah, from 1986, and this one I had never heard. This one is rather rare, and I didn't know any song on here. So I listened to it about a week ago or so, and I enjoyed it. I actually, my sister-in-law was visiting at the time, so we were talking as this was playing, so I didn't give it a good listen, but from what I could hear, it was awesome. It was awesome. I was scared because this is, I don't know, the drummer had changed, and I knew it was kind of a different direction in the band, but they still have that, party, kind of rockabilly, punk edge to them, and it's, it was really enjoyable. I can't wait to give it another good listen. And also, this would be singer Frankie Venom's last album until 1996, when they would release Head Disorder. So yeah, that's another reason I'm like, I know this is a weird spot for the band. I didn't know what to expect, but I really enjoyed it. So once again, Pla from Pla Addiction. Thank you, sir. You didn't have to do this. You could have kept these for yourself. I'm surprised that you didn't. It just goes to show what a generous guy you are. So those are the records I've gotten in the past little while. Only those 4. That's why I wasn't making a video. I kept waiting to have more to show you guys, but that just wasn't happening because I just don't have the funds right now. So that's what I got as far as records. And I got a few CDs, so I thought I'd show those off too. Make a little vinyl CD update. So here we go. Same thing for CDs. I haven't been buying that many because, like I said, I've been just borrowing them from the radio station and listening to a bunch from them. But the few that I have purchased, and again, got the window right there. Hopefully you're not getting too much of a glare. This is a band called Local H with Pack Up the Cats. What year is this from? 1998. Found this at a thrift store. It was $1. No idea what it was. but I was intrigued, and I decided to look them up on my phone, and I saw it was like alternative rock, and I got really curious. I picked it up, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I don't even know who I could compare them to. But the first song is called All Right, Oh Yeah, and it starts off and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, this is gonna be good. It really, I don't know, made me feel good. Like, all right, I'm gonna have some fun.
Well, all right. Oh yeah. All right. Oh yeah.
And that's all it is. It's a lot of good fun. I know a lot of songs kind of blend into each other. Like one song kind of ends, and then the other song already starts over it, and it kind of blends that way. So it's really interesting. Haven't listened to it all that much, so I can't say much more. But I remember overall, I liked it. Not every song, but yeah, definitely for $1. No regrets from this guy. This was another thrift store, dollar fine, different store. It's 4 non-blondes with bigger, better, faster, more. Y'all know these guys. I said, hey, what's going on? They're one hit, right? They're a one-hit wonder, and I knew that song. I like that song, but I didn't know anything else from these guys. So that's how I am. I always give one-hit wonders a try. If I find their albums on the while, I'll usually give them a try because the songs you don't hear are usually their best, and that's the case here. They have a lot of good songs that I never heard before. I'm like, this is good, great, straight up rock, with a blues edge too. So yeah, 4 non-blondes, man, I like them. What else we got here? These next 3 again from Pla. These are just some CDs because he was kind of going through his collection, and these are a few that he didn't want anymore. So he asked me if I wanted them. I said sure. This is Pretty and Twisted. This is kind of a side project from Johnette Napolitano. Don't know if I'm saying that right. From Concrete Blonde, and I like Concrete Blonde, so this was kind of a side project she had. And this is some good stuff. Very mellow. I always describe it as it's part music to get stoned to and part music to make out to. That's the best way I can describe it. That's the Jex review for you. You're welcome. But yeah, it's cool. I haven't given it a good listen again. This was on in the car, and my wife and I were like talking, so it was on in the background. But overall, I like it. It's nothing I would like put on and listen to as I'm walking. It's not pump up music by any means, but some good stuff. Good mellow music. He also gave me Vital Signs from Survivor, which I wasn't familiar with. My knowledge of Survivor really began and ended with Eye of the Tiger, that one song. That's it, which I love. I love that song. But didn't know anything else from them. He asked me if I wanted this one. I said, yeah, I'll give it a try. And some good stuff. Not heavy by any means. It's like my buddy Tim Derling from Tim's Vinyl Confessions. I know he likes Survivor, so I told him I got this CD, and he said, don't expect anything heavy, but if you're into like, soft rock and, in the vein of Journey, you'll probably like it. And I enjoyed it. Yeah, I listened to it on my way to work. It was a Monday morning, and I remember just feeling happy. It was uplifting, not heavy, but it's just, hey, this makes me feel good. So yeah, Survivor, Vital Signs. And the last one I got from PLA, The Pla, Queensryche, Empire. I saw this in the stack. I was like, oh yeah, I'll take this one for sure. Because Queensryche is a band. I want to get into them, man. I want to get into them. Everyone who likes them seems to like them a lot. And I like what I hear, but I can't overly get into them. The one album I really like by them is The Warning, which I have on vinyl. It's the only Queensryche I have on vinyl. And I really like that album. But everything else, everyone's saying Operation Mindcrime. And I tried it out and I just couldn't get into it. Been a while, however. I'll try it again and I'll probably like it, but I don't know. I'm not really getting it right now. Like this one here, like I was listening to it and I kept wanting more. I kept expecting like, I don't know, maybe to get heavier or something, but it's it is progressive metal and it's awesome for what it is. I'm not dissing the band. I'm just having a hard time right now, but I know I'll like them. I don't hate them. So the last CD, again from Matt's media outlet. This was just missing from my CD collection, and it's Kiss, Hot in the Shade on CD. Have this one on vinyl. It was sent to me from John, SMF Captain Howdy, a couple years ago. Sent me a vinyl copy. Very nice of him, and I enjoyed it. I had never heard that album until that point that I got the vinyl and the record, and I enjoyed it. So having it on CD, being able to listen to it in the car, really great. Boomerang, the last song in here, my favorite. It's that's like a very Van Halen-esque song. Bruce Kulick's guitar on that song just kills. And yeah, 15 songs on here, which is kind of surprising. Usually Kiss albums had like 10, 12 songs. No, you got 15 tracks on here. And some of them are kind of meh, but overall, I like it. I know some people really don't like this album. Who was it? I was watching. I can't remember the channel's name right now. Almost Human, I think. And he was ranking albums from Kiss albums from worst to best. And when he got to this one, it was one of the worst on his list. And he just did not like it, and he destroyed this album. Like literally, he threw it across the room. I'll leave a link. It's a pretty entertaining video. But yeah, but I don't have that kind of hatred for this album. I like it for what it is. I'm a Kiss fan, and I don't like every Kiss song, but pretty close. So that's it, you guys. A little mini update for you guys. Like I said, I haven't been getting much stuff, but just a little mini update I wanted to do for you guys because my I've had a low tank when it comes to ideas right now. I haven't been getting many ideas for videos, but they're coming to me. I'm thinking, if I can't do updates, then I'll make videos about like maybe specific collections, specific bands in my collection, because I like making these videos for you guys. So, and I'm very grateful that you're still tuning in, because I know I don't make these videos as often. So thank you so much for still tuning in. And until next time, this is Jax Russell saying, be excellent to each other, partners. Bye.